and Juan el Cano, ensuring at least that it's not a crawl through the early stages. Juan el Cano and Kevin Stott clear of Mostadaf and Jim Crowley, and then Fox's Tails and David Probert as they gallop through the first 3 furlongs. Juan el Cano by about 4 lengths, maybe a shade more to the favourite Mostadaf, and then another length and a half, 2 lengths to Fox's Tails. Around a little right-hander in the back straight, Juan el Cano, who has tended to run well fresh out in front from Mostadaf, who's 5 from 6, 5 wins from 6 starts, and Fox's Tails at the back of the field like Juan el Cano, a winner at Royal Ascot last season. Nearing the end of the back straight, Juan el Cano from Mostadaf and Fox's Tails in this Bet365 Gordon Richards Stakes Group 3. And now they're on the turn for home. And when they turn in up the home straight, they'll have just under 4 furlongs to cover, and it's uphill all the way. Juan el Cano by 2.5 lengths. Mostadaf in second. Jim Crowley still sitting comfortably. Fox's Tails pulled out a little wide now by David Probert to begin some sort of run down the home straight. Juan el Cano. Now Fox's Tails is pushed up to really force the issue with Mostadaf between them travelling strongly, and Juan el Cano comes immediately under pressure as they race on inside the final 2, and
Papa Poutine with up towards the outside Slipway. They are the leading 3. A reminder further back there for Oscar Robertson. Heavey is up towards that one's outside. They're in a dispute of 4th and 5th as they enter the final mile of the William Hill Highland National Handicap Chase for the Julian Llewellyn Palmer Memorial Trophy. And up ahead it is the grey sleeves of Straight Swap under Derek Fox to the outside Slipway. Papa Poutine is now a couple of lengths back off them. In behind runners Due by Devils rather sent the Birch flying and gets a reminder as they gallop on now towards the next jumping test. This is number 19 of 23 coming up, and it is Slipway landing in front by 2 lengths that time. Again, all landing safely in behind. So racing on now towards the final one over in the back. They have 4 more left to get across. And it is Slipway under Luca Morgan showing out in front and just beginning to open up here to Papa Poutine, and then towards the inside Straight Swap who's now feeling the pinch. Oscar Robertson, Ladron, Heavey has gone well throughout. That's towards the outside in the beige and black colours. Within behind these Due by Devils as Slipway crosses 4 from home.
Hoop sleeves, and towards the left the white cheek pieces are those of Prodigious Blue. Rizk is tracking market rival Lethal Nymph in the green with the white starred sleeves, and then on the right Communion in white and blue. Red and white then of Amazing Molly, red and green of Dark Side Thunder. Pushed along at the back Hot Mop in green and black with a noseband, and also outpaced early is Coil 4-3 Non, and in the rear group as well Gwen Eagles. But out in front it's Higher Mate who makes the running, leads by a length from Prodigious Blue. Then close up behind them races Glenetive. Pushed along by Adam Kirby is Lethal Nymph, and also making ground the far side.
It's Ross Collin that leads the way under Jason Watson. From the Lincoln winner Johan in second. Sunray Major and Frankie Dettori on the outside then of Lights On and Ryan Moore. Alcohol Free, the favourite, held up. 1 from the back with Mutasabek just last as they now swing right-handed out of the back straight. So Ross Collin by a length and a half. Johan inching closer now under Sylvester de Souza. Sunray Major on the outside of Lights On. Alcohol Free switched off out the back by Rob Hornby alongside Mutasabek. They turn for home just inside the final half mile, and Ross Collin continues to gallop along in the lead here. In second is Johan. Sunray Major,
proud of them, chased in 4th by Bangers and Cash, and then Frau Georgia, and an 8-length break back to the ridden along Le Cheval Noir. Coming over the next fence and into Overdrive, guessed at that, got away with it, but took off a little bit soon and dived. Into Overdrive now, joined by both Seemingly So and Garyville as they race out towards the final mile of the journey. Momentarily off the bridle in 4th, Bangers and Cash, and then Frau Georgia, who's been ridden quietly by Sam Twiston Davis in the dark blue and yellow jacket as they make the journey towards fence number 13. This is an open ditch, and Garyville hit that hard, and Bangers and Cash loses Luca Morgan. Bangers and Cash has unseated the rider. Garyville was very lucky not to. Pulled up at the back of the field before jumping that fence. Le Cheval Noir into Overdrive and Seemingly So take the next ahead of Garyville, who's now got some ground to make up, and Frau Georgia racing next. They're the only four continuing on now as they make the journey towards the final fence over on the far side of the track. And as they do so, it is Into Overdrive, who's been prominent all the way here. The dark green, white and black colours to Seemingly So in second. Garyville ridden along now, back in third, trying to get back in touch. And then Frau Georgia is Into Overdrive, jumps soundly. Garyville now moving through along the inside of Seemingly So to challenge for second spot.
Bay Breeze are tracking closely towards the right. Alvarez quite keen in the green and red colours. On the left is Mojo Maker. There's a length then to Sip and Smile, who's got the pink and green and the slightly paler pink colours of Another Investment. They're closely grouped as they come up the centre of the course, and they come now towards the halfway stage of the race with the advantage narrowly hard, but only fractionally, from on the right. Bay Breeze, the Ripon scorer. Between runners, Alvarez looking to make it 3 wins from 4 starts. Close up Mojo Maker with every chance coming to join the leading line. Another Investment pushed along and not going the pace. Sip and Smile, and they're racing towards the final furlong and a half. Alvarez with the advantage now, going on from Mojo Maker. Bay Breeze the far side, 2 lengths then to the weakening half. Then Another Investment and Sip and Smile, but it's Alvarez from Mojo Maker the near side. Bay Breeze keeping on for pressure the far side. Alvarez though in front as they head well inside the final furlong, but hasn't seen off his
stick. A half length to Franz Strauss and 2 more lengths back to Cash at the rear of the field. Round the little right-hander in the back straight, Gold Spur for Godolphin, William Buick, River Thames for Ballydoyle, Ryan Moore. Then Westover for Juddmonte. On the inside, the big guns represented here, followed by Franz Strauss, and then on the inside, Fantastic, and finally Cash. Nearing the end of the back straight now, and it's the favourite Gold Spur that leads the way by barely a length to River Thames in second. Westover's on the inside third. Franz Strauss on the outside, then a Fantastic, and still at the back is Cash. So on their way towards the turn in. They've got just over 4 furlongs left to cover, and it's Gold Spur that continues to lead the way. Gold Spur so impressive on his debut here last season, leads by a length and a half to River Thames. Westover, also a debut winner here at Sandown in third, followed by Franz Strauss, then Fantastic.
A circuit left to go in the Edinburgh Gian Handicap steeplechase. Manila Trump. Brian Hughes just pulls his stick through with Guy on the outside, keeping very close tabs on him now. They're just beginning to stretch out a little more as they come towards the 12th. Manila Trump. Guy on the outside. Then Amalfi, Doug and Marown. And a 4-length break to the niggled along Smoking Gun, just running in snatches a little bit on and off the bridle, Sean Bowen, as they head into the back straight for the final time. 2/3 of the journey now done and dusted, a mile still to cover. Manila Trump with on the outside Guy. Manila Trump, a horse who's got a lot of ones next to his name. Guy, a horse with a...
Let's go take the call there.
And off, and dwelling badly in the stalls was Equality for this Read Kevin Blake on AtTheRaces.com handicap, giving the others a good few lengths start as they go through the first furlong. It's Lynn's Boy who disputes it with Ancient Times in the centre of that leading trio, and on the left the dark blue cap of Rebel at Dawn. The white face of Cooperation is next. Then playing catch up is Equality on the left, the white cap. J.R. Cavagin's got the dark blue and light blue stripes, and Bunyan struggling to go the pace as they make their run towards the halfway stage. And it's Ancient Times challenged on the near side by Rebel at Dawn, who's now being followed on this near side by Equality. Lynn's Boy pushed along the far side. Cooperation trying to be driven into contention as they make their run now towards the final furlong. Ancient Times, Lynn's Boy sticking to the task on the far side, and then on the near side Rebel at Dawn. Equality trying to make up that ground lost at the start, but
now taken over from Emily Upjohn in second. In third, then, close up is Crystal Estrella with the white blaze. On the outside, Remembering, Oblong Song and New Year Honours are together. Darmoiselle and Golden Sheen on the inside in the orange and yellow checks. Back in the field, Emotion, who's past 1 or 2 now. Time Lock is held up in the Juddmonte colours on the outside, that pink cap. And towards the rear, Premi Ordinis and Tequila Mockingbird. On towards the end of the back straight, and Follow That Star on the inside of the favourite Emily Upjohn, followed by Crystal Estrella and Remembering, and then a length and a half back to New Year Honours and Oblong Song in 6th place as they swing right-handed. Golden Sheen next on the inside of Emotion and Darmoiselle, and they're followed by the grey Premi Ordinis on the inside of Tequila Mockingbird, and finally now is Time Lock. About to enter the home straight. And there'll be a good 15 lengths at least, first to last, and it's Follow That Star that leads them in. Emily Up John travels well second, then Remembering in third, just being pushed along, followed by Crystal Estrella, and Emily Up John looming up on the outside of the long-time leader, Follow That Star. Shaken up now by Frankie.
Give credit from that. The mare, the winner, clocked a good time. She's been dropped to pounds. I think this is a slightly easier contest, so she'd get the pick each way here.
There's 4 to 1 the field still for Everyday Champagne. The Jad factor